Hi, I'm Cliff Jones, founder and president of Conversion Marketing Experts. We are a sales and marketing consulting firm based in Scottsdale, Arizona, working with small businesses all over the world. And I want to welcome you to the second segment of a 9-series segment entitled Closing the Sales and Marketing Gap. And what I'm talking about with you today is segment 2, Targeting New Business. For those of you who might have missed segment 1 was defining your business profile, setting some reasonable goals, typically 1, 2, 3 goals at a time to focus on each quarter. Today, targeting new business. Third phase, attracting new leads, a big subject for small business owners. Capturing new prospects, new leads and prospects so that you can follow up and nurture with them. In segment 5, conversions to sale. Very important. That's how we make money. 7, delivery and satisfying our customers, our clients post-purchase. Retention and upselling of products and services once we have them doing business with us. And then how do we create those raving fans? How do we get tons of referrals? How do we get the net promoter score to be 7 to 10 ideally? So I'm going to move very quickly today. In this segment, I have 25 questions I am going to cover with you. And what I'm going to do is just I'll ask you to think about these. I'm going to talk at a pretty high level as it relates to each of these questions, and later on in the series we're going to dig in a little bit deeper. But in terms of targeting new business, question number 1, what problem do you solve for your customers? Defining that is absolutely essential to get crystal clear on your ultimate value proposition. If your customers, your clients don't have problems and you're not taking a problem-solving approach, chances are you're going to have some issues in the new business development area. What is it that you do best is question number 2. And the reason that's important is if you define what you do best, it helps you get more clear on your value proposition, differentiate yourself from competitors, and a number of other issues once you're really clear on that. Question number 3, who is your ideal customer? Now, who these people are, where they live, what their income looks like, leads to how you access them, how you communicate and engage them through the customer life cycle, which is really the buyer-seller dance. Attraction, capture, nurturing, following up, converting to sale, everything that we're identifying through these 9 essential steps. So defining who your ideal customer is absolutely essential, and be as specific as possible. And if you have more than one, go deep. Question number 4, how big is your current list of customers, leads, prospects, centers of influence? I find that most small businesses have little or no organization when it comes to organizing their lists in a CRM system, customer relationship management, email marketing system that enables technology or sales organizations to follow up and track with discipline and consistency. Question number 5, how is your current list segmented, if at all? Now, this is a massive mistake for people who have lists. Businesses have lists, maybe they're organized, maybe they're not, but they're seldom organized and segmented well. Segmented by customer or client, past customer or client, lead, prospect, center of influence, people who refer you business, vendors. And the reason segmentation is important is it leads to targeted follow-up marketing and sales behavior. Question number 6, top questions your prospects and your customers ask you. What is it you're hearing when people are looking to do business with you? And then the question is, how well are you answering those questions, establishing value, building rapport, and helping them understand the benefits of doing business with you? Question number 7, what benefits do your customers seek? What is in it for them? You've all heard of the radio station WIIFM. What is in it for me? Well, that's what your prospects and your new clients and customers are trying to figure out when they're talking with you or your sales organization or engaging on your website. And that has to do with messaging and scripts that you're talking about. Why do customers do business with you is question number 8. And the reason this is important is it gives you leverage in terms of social proof. And it gives you insights as to what you can be doing to attract new customers and establish value from the perspective of people already doing business with you. Question number 9, what are the common misconceptions in your industry overall? Well, if you are an advocate for your customer or your client and you're helping dispel common misconceptions, you're probably more likely to establish trust. Question number 10, what are the top mistakes people make when choosing a provider in your industry? Now, this is important because people make mistakes when they're going out and hiring your competitors. And if you're helping them understand what those mistakes are, you're relating to them better. And again, it affects a higher overall potential level of engagement. Question number 11, who are your top competitors and why are they your competitors? Are they ahead of you in the game? Now, when we analyze online competition, offline competition, we'll often do mystery shopping. We'll scan data about competitors' advertising campaigns, and that can give us super powerful insights from a marketing and sales development standpoint. So identify who your top 2 or 3 competitors are, why are they competitors, and what can you be doing to model their success and beat them at their own game. Incredibly important. Question number 12, strengths and weaknesses. What are they bringing to the table that you're not, and where can you beat them at some of the areas where they're not performing well? Very valuable insights. Question number 13, what guarantees do you offer and how does this compare to your competition? People are often looking for money-back guarantees. If you're willing to bring new business on and say to people, look, there's no business risk in that if you're not happy with what we do, we'll give you your money back. Look how successful that has proven to be for the Nordstrom's brand. Inordinately successful, but not everybody's willing to do that because not everybody's super confident about excelling in the service and delivery, which is up here, post-conversion to sale. Question number 14, what are the biggest objections you get from prospects? Why do you lose business? Why are people objecting to doing business with you in the first place? That's incredibly important to know because with that knowledge you can actually make improvements and adjust your strategy, your communications, perhaps it's pricing, location, things of that nature. When you do lose business, question number 15, why are you losing it? If you don't know that, then it's virtually impossible to understand how to overcome it. In fact, I just sent an email to somebody that hired a competitor, which is perfectly okay. I wish them the best because I am really curious to know why they hired them. I suspect it was price. I choose not to be the low-cost provider. In our industry, I'm just going to let Walmart play that game because they seem to be doing pretty well with it. Question number 16, are there any questions you hope prospects never ask you before doing business? Well, if so, why is that? Are you hiding something? Is there this skeleton in your closet? But look, transparency and training your organization and writing marketing communications to be that transparent is an important part of your marketing communications and sales development. Question 17, what else can you identify as essential to know about your target market? That has to do with market research. Now, small businesses don't have money to spend on branding per se, but we do and can very easily get insights about target markets. We can buy lists. We can research marketing databases. We can do all sorts of things to learn more, glean more about our target markets to impact better marketing, lead generation, and sales conversions. How is your sales team structured today? Now, if you don't have a sales team, chances are you're wearing the sales hat. So how are you structured today? Are you held accountable to anybody like a sales coach? Sales coaching is a big part of our business, and self-employed professionals, non-selling professionals, we call them, they tend not to see sales as part of their function, or worse, they have head trash about it. And if you're on your own or you have a sales organization, it's really important to look at the structure of your sales team and identify what's working, what's not working, what's missing, and what you need to do to make improvements. What is your sales process today? How succinctly can you define your sales process? And how well does it match your buyer's process? I could do a whole day on that. We're going to keep moving. Question number 20, have you clearly defined sales goals? And are they reviewed weekly? This is an important discipline because this week's sales opportunities are gone at the end of the week. And if you're not holding yourself and your team accountable to weekly sales goals, then especially measured in terms of activities, number of calls, number of contacts, number of new leads established, new appointments, whatever your process is, well, you have a serious gap in your sales organization, and you need to look at that. Question number 21, is your sales team held accountable for weekly activities? We work on this internally and with clients. If the sales behavior isn't in place and people aren't held accountable, they're going to skate. They're going to be playing golf, especially when you have employees that are out of your office. And I don't mean to be negative, but the truth of the matter is you have to hold people accountable for sales activities. Are your activities, question number 22, tracked through your CRM system? If not, why not? Your CRM system is one of the single most critical assets in your business. You have to be using your CRM system. Infusionsoft has a very powerful CRM system, which is often overshadowed by the email marketing, marketing automation, and e-commerce aspects of this application. But it shouldn't be, even if you're a sales organization of one, army of one, as the marketing goes. Question number 23, what is your sales compensation model? Now, people screw this up all the time. People come to me saying, oh yeah, I wonder why we have no sales, because we're paying our sales people on commission only. We want top performers. And man, if you haven't read the book Drive by Dan Pink, go get that book, because 85% of corporate America has sales compensation, motivation, human behavior bass backwards, and that's a problem for small businesses, because generally speaking, small businesses don't even have that awareness of sales compensation models and activity tracking and CRM. Essential disciplines. Question number 24, what is your sales management coaching structure? Again, a lot of small business owners are having to learn how to be their own sales managers and sales coaches, hiring, firing, managing, coaching, and if they're not able or willing to do that, they source to organizations like us, where our consultants come in and wear the hat of the Senior VP of Sales, Chief Sales Officer, VP of Sales, Sales Manager. To me, in the small business realm, all of the skills that a person like that has should be applied to a business if you don't have those skills yourself. Question number 25, very important. Do you have a written sales and marketing action plan in place? Action is the key. I've mentioned it earlier, because if you're not taking action, measuring results, tracking activities, and really segmenting your list, touching on all of these points, I can tell you for sure that you're losing money, and that is essential, because segment number 2, targeting new business, has to do with identifying the target market, going after it, and many of the questions I've shared with you today relate to other aspects of this process, but I put them in this silo segment 2 because I want to highlight them early in the process, and they're going to come up again later on. So hopefully you found some value in this video. You can learn more about what we do at conversionmarketingexperts.com. I'm Cliff Jones. Thanks very much for watching today.